To the Cinnamon and Spice podcast.
Where ain't shit sweet.
Nothing, honey. I am Ak.
And I'm Nye.
And yes, thank y'all again for tuning in. You know, we appreciate it every single week, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Stink.
Hey, girl.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. How you feeling today?
Today ugly.
Ooh, girl.
It was ugly outside.
It's ugly. It's hideous.
I don't know. I told you earlier I was walking around here looking like Velma because I lost my glasses. Okay. I was over there like,
Right.
But we got them. We drove down here. So yeah.
Sometimes it's okay to not have a glasses.
Okay. So.
Sometimes it's okay to be a little blind, but sometimes it's not.
Yeah. When is it beneficial to be blind? When I'm in the gym.
Yes.
I never wear my glasses.
Never. I wear them to the gym, take them off as soon as I get in there. I'm already standing up into space, and I know I be in people's face. Mm-hmm. But a great excuse is, well, baby, I can't even see you.
Okay.
Because I can't. Usually I can't see. I'm not seeing you clearly, anyways. So.
I don't want to.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I don't want to.
I need to be a blind bat in the gym. Oh, girl. It's a lot going on. Again, like, what's happening? Poor children. We got to save our children.
We do.
The future generation is like, they're really important. We got to really take care of them. And they're not getting taken care of.
They're not.
It's really stressful thinking about it and like reading about things like little girls going like 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds having whole relationships with grown men.
And they trying to blame the kid.
It's really sickening.
How are we blaming? Grown ass women get manipulated by grown ass men. How do you expect a child?
Day. There's grown women on the stand who is clearly getting manipulated by this young man. So why was she not? She's a child. Y'all are talking about her like she's a grown woman.
I wonder why.
Her frontal lobe hasn't developed. My frontal lobe just developed like a couple years ago, and I'm telling you, the way I think now,
yeah,
I can see clearly. At 11, 12, 13, like, are you serious?
That's what I'm saying.
Are we serious? We blaming the child?
And I'm talking about something. Well, she knew it was wrong. Wait, I'm confused because if you're a child, I remember I was there not too long ago, y'all. Like, come on now.
I knew it was wrong. Yeah. He knew it was wrong too. The adults is really supposed to be wrong.
Like, but as a kid, you're trusting
the adults in your life.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, you can't. Yeah. I will never fault a child for being too trusting. That's like, you can't get mad at them at that. Like,
exactly.
Life, I don't know, experiences is what like puts people in a position to like, learn from right from wrong. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, yeah, like, I mean, after she probably felt like, oh shit, like this wasn't right.
Right. But
she probably also didn't know how the fuck to
feel. Her thought process, her emotions were everywhere. She was 11 when it started. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, think about that.
Can we show some compassion, y'all?
Think about that. I feel so. And then they're just saying it like she's dead. Like, yeah. No one has seen or heard from her since January 9th of 2024. First of all, the fact that it took us this long to learn about the case. The fact that even when reading in it, like the aunt and they were saying that the aunt and the grandma like went to that night that she went missing. The aunt and the grandma just went to sleep like a child wasn't missing. Yeah. Like it was a normal day. And even the judge was like, how did y'all slept peacefully that night? I'm like, y'all knew. Y'all did not protect this little girl. Y'all allowed this to happen. And for what?
Thank you.
To say you got this man.
Wasn't nobody gonna say that we had tapes? I said, wait a minute. You had footage of that man coming up out of that basement and you're
you talking about in the shop? Or no, at the house basement?
At the house. Oh. They had actual footage in their home, and the tapes were destroyed before the cops got to them. But
he was coming from the basement, like they went down together.
He was coming from the basement, adjusting his pants, and they have text messages that line up with it. So they're like, oh yeah, like multiple parties. And I know because it's an ongoing case, we just gonna throw the word allegedly.
Allegedly.
And
this is alleged.
Yeah. Okay.
Alleged.
But yeah, they show him coming out adjusting his pants or whatever. But that tape
got destroyed. That is insane. I think I might have skimmed past that, but didn't really pay too much. That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, all the evidence they had from the text messages, girl.
And for that long, it's crazy because you can't say you didn't know. Like, as a parent, you can't say you didn't feel that, like this, when innocence is crushed,
you know.
You can't
Your mom, a woman knows. First of all, she was living in a house with not one but two grown women who both had children and have periods, right? How did y'all not realize that this little girl had gone without a period for months? How have y'all not realized that?
Like,
why have y'all not done anything? Like, it's just like, wow. It took his own sister reported him to the police. She went to, well, I ain't gonna say reported him because I think it was already stuff going on, but she went to the police about, you know, how she seen a little girl at the shop that same day. And I'm like, dang, so many other people knew that was close to this little girl, and they were just okay with, like, brushing it under the rug as if nothing happened. That's scary.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It makes it hard, again, like, wanting to have children. Oh gosh, I don't know if I want to bring them in a world. Like, it's already a scary world.
And then it's like, okay, if you can't, like, I would hate to put on people that, like, oh, well, just because, like, you and, like, your person didn't work out, that, like, now you can't get into another relationship and bring people around your kids. But you have to be, like, very mindful of who you bring around your kids.
Absolutely.
And the fact that you knew that he had cases prior and you was just like, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
She's like, oh, he said.
Well, he was honest about it. Like, he told me about it. Like, and you were okay with it and said, oh, let me subject myself to this possibly. Like, I'm confused.
But even with that, she still was victim blaming in that situation because she said that he had told her the little girl lied about her age.
And let's be so fucking for real.
Let's be fucking for real. You knew how old that girl was. And even if you didn't, you knew she was too young regardless. You a grown man.
Them body parts look like kid body parts.
Like, ew. It is so hard. Every time, like, men wonder why.
There was this one post that was talking about how, like, oh, if the legal age of consent was, like, set to, like, for everybody. Because even when they talk about it, oh, being 16, that you could consent.
In certain states.
Yes, let's be so fucking for real. Y'all only read what y'all want to read.
Yeah.
It's 16 could consent to another 16-year-old, not 16 could consent to a 35-year-old.
Thank you.
Can we be so fucking for real?
For real.
Can we be so fucking
There's
for real?
There's like a range that
they say 4 years above,
exactly,
but that's it. Which means you grown-ass men, back away from these goddamn kids.
They be preying on, like, and I ain't gonna hold you. Hearing this whole story was sickening, and it really just, like, took me back to my childhood. Now, I can't sit here and say that a grown man never touched me as a child, especially at a young age like that. However, there were definitely grown men who sexualized me at a young age. There were grown men who were preying on me, who waited until that 18th birthday before they said something. And that was really weird because a lot of these grown men, some of them knew my mother, were friends with my mother, have been with my mother, you know, situation like that. That's weird. Y'all sexualized me since I was a child. Since about her age, probably 11, 12 is around. Because that's really when my body started to...
Anthills,
yes, my body started to come in. Exactly. I was going through puberty. And so it was... And I got those labels put on me. Yeah. Like, I'm fast, I'm grown because of how my body was developing, how grown-ass men were looking at me. But I'm like... Yeah,
I'm grown. I'm just...
I can't help the way my body is developing. This is just genetics.
No, literally. And it sucks because I feel like we should have more spaces where kids can go to be kids and don't have to be, like... I don't want to say around adults, but there's no safe spaces for them anymore like they used to be. Like, limited. There was like the teen clubs or like the dang like boys and girls clubs, like those type of programs. I'm not saying they're not around because of course they're still around, but I don't think
very far and few in between.
Yeah, like they're not going like they used to.
It's a lot that be going on with things like that. No, but I definitely agree. And even with some of these organizations such as like Boys and Girls Clubs and other ones that may just be local to people's city, it'd be stuff with that. Like, I feel like leadership in those type of programs are really important, and that kind of just goes back to protecting these kids, because some of the leadership in those programs, they don't take safety for children serious enough, so they let a lot of stuff fly.
Yeah.
And that is another thing that kind of really irritates me, is when like other adults allow, like even go back, like they allowed this little girl to be around a grown men, but even outside of that, these kids, the way they be talking and cussing and things they know openly in front of adults, and some adults just sit there like and not say nothing, and I'm like, why are we not checking these kids? Why are we not saying nothing to these kids? Like, I'm like, y'all shouldn't be talking like that. Like, what do y'all know about that? We not doing that. Like, no. Like, let's talk about something more productive. Why are y'all talking about baddies? Why are y'all talking about Diddy and his pink cocaine? Like, what?
Yeah. Like, I shouldn't even be exposed to that.
Y'all should be talking about Sims and Roblox.
Yeah.
Like, one of the newest episode on Disney Channel for whatever show is still on Disney Channel. Like,
for whatever show is on there, y'all need to be watching it. No, I feel you though. Like, y'all should, I don't know, because
kids need to be kids again.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what happened to letting kids be on social media. I don't know why that became a thing, but no.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a monitored account or not. No, mom, you're not monitoring
No
it.
monitoring.
Or just the fact that, like, I don't know, because kids find out ways to do shit on accounts that you didn't even know that is possible.
They know more about how to set stuff up than you.
Thank you. So if you mean to tell me that they not hiding some shit you don't know about, or another account that they, like, no, I think I got my Facebook page when I was like, what, maybe like 9 or something. Like I logged in to play
Facebook?
Mall World.
I remember
this
MySpace.
back in the day. I was
I forgot
Yeah.
You are truly Gen X, Z. What are you, Gen Z?
I don't know. I was born in 2000s. That's all I know, baby.
Yeah. That's why I still stand on I am a millennial. But MySpace, I remember I had MySpace at a young age. I had Facebook. I remember when Facebook came out. Wow, that's showing my age. But
that's what I'm saying. That was like the only damn.
Yeah, MySpace. I was young. I was like probably 9 or 10. Well, yeah, 9 or 10 when I had my MySpace, and that was too young. Like, I think even then you were supposed to be 18 to be on MySpace. But MySpace was a different world. Social media now, way different than MySpace. We
just got access to too much
information
that can't be, like, I don't know, because there's even like cartoons, like if you pay attention to certain like YouTube channels that kids have access to, and it's really like the cartoon, when you're listening to it, it sounds okay, but you might see the images are kind of subjective.
Yes.
Or maybe that sounds too close to a moan, although it's trying to mimic an animal. Like, it's just, I don't know, sometimes they be trying to sneak certain things into the kids, like, room, and it's like, why?
Yeah.
Like, you can market to
adults. Right.
Like, you don't have to
market.
Yeah,
they do that because little kids are chronically on YouTube and stuff, so it's like
that brain rot is crazy.
Insane. It's some parents who said, like, on some of those children YouTube videos, like, the creators or whoever is behind the page, they wait until a certain mark where they know the parents are no longer watching.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a couple minutes in, and then they start, because you figure, like, when I come in and out the room, I'm not thinking of it. But let's be real, why is a 5-year-old being left attended with a device? Like, and then when they start making charges on fucking app stores, I don't want to hear it.
You're right. You complaining because your little kid and charged your card $1,000
on Robux.
I don't feel sorry. Like, you should have more security on that anyways. I'm sorry. Like, your card, I know everything my card is attached to. Like, and I purposely don't put certain cards on certain accounts so that it can't just pull $1,000 out. Yeah. Like, no, especially not on my child's Robux thing. Like, no. Like, I don't have children, but if I did, I don't know. I try to be mindful of how, you know, when I talk about people's parenting, or parenting in general, because I'm not a parent. Mm-hmm. But there's plenty of children in my life. I have plenty of people who are parents in my life. And so it's like, I get adjusted. I've been a child. I know what, I have parents of my own, so I can understand how it was to have them in my life. So, but I try to be mindful of what I say because I don't have kids, but at the same time, it's like, I care about our future, and I care
and based off of these kids, they being fucking lazy. I'm sorry. Like,
literally.
I don't know, some are, because it's like, okay,
the soft parenting thing is not working.
And then, I'm not against soft parenting, true soft parenting. I'm against lazy parenting. And a lot of people just want to be lazy. Like, you don't want to, like, be present, so you disguise it as, oh, well, no, you're not being soft.
Like, oh, I don't yell at my kids. Oh, I don't hit my kids. Oh, let's talk about our emotions. Let's work through our emotions. I get that, especially working through the emotions thing. But it's like, y'all let these kids run over y'all. They really be bad. And y'all chuck it up to, they're so cute. No, they're bad.
Yeah, like, I feel like if you're gonna, I don't know, because if you're gonna go the route of like, okay, so what form of discipline are you gonna do? Because I just feel like if we only giving praises and no like consequences, it's crazy. So no, you don't. You might not want to give whoopings. Okay, cool. But why are they getting the latest device? Why do they have an iPhone?
Why do they have design?
Why are they? Thank you. Like
why does she have a frontal?
But you stupid.
With fresh lash extension.
Like
what?
Dang.
My mama,
but you failing in class, like there's certain things we shouldn't be praising if you not if you're not doing your part. No, you're not getting the latest. I'm sorry.
It should be levels to it. That has to be a reward, like not an expectation, and it should be more outside of more than just getting good grades in school. Because a lot of parents will be like, oh, well, they got good grades. What else? That should be expected. They should be getting good grades, but what else? They should have manners. They should know how to carry themselves. They should be respectful.
Okay, do they have some integrity?
Hello. What else do they have? Like, my mama used to just, of course, she didn't whoop us in the past, but after a while, honey, all she had to do was put a little bass in her voice, and I knew,
let me set up.
Hello? There's no discipline. There's like, parents are trying to be too cool.
Yeah. And the kids,
they're not trying to be the bad guy.
But somebody has to be.
Somebody.
Or they gonna bump into that bad guy, like.
And that's the thing. Some kids bump into that bad guy, and the parents get mad at the bad guy. But I'm like, if you would have checked it at the house, we wouldn't even be here.
Yeah, they wouldn't even have a chance.
Like, it does take a community. It does take a community, but it does start at home.
Oh yeah, like, definitely.
Like everything starts at home. I really hate it for these kids. I'm telling you, like this new generation. I'm scared for our future. I'm scared for our future. The place we're sitting at right now in our governmental system, and the future of us behind us that's supposed to be here to essentially replace the people here in the government now, because they so old. It's like, hey, when did y'all get on the out here?
We gonna let somebody else take the chance.
Right. Like, so it's like, at this point, it's gonna be the kids behind us. We're not dying. but
even with some of us, it's weird because, like, I don't know. I feel like even when you think of how 2019 robbed a lot of us, because everyone not trying to be sincere. But no, 2019 really robbed a lot of us of like a lot of people were just frozen in time.
19 or 20?
Nah, I mean it started like.
But it didn't really hit. We started hearing about it at the end of 19, but it hit us in March of 2020. I remember that. Like,
that's fair. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I ain't even putting a cap on it. Like that time frame. I need everybody to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So if y'all get the hint on what I'm talking about, that time frame that lasted about 3 years after 2019.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It froze people in time. Like a lot of people feel like there was things that like, damn, I was supposed to be doing that I didn't get to do that like I'm now doing now. And it has a lot of people doing like regression. I feel like it's like, damn, you kind of stuck. Like I understand it fucked up this for you, but you grown as fuck.
Yeah.
Now. You're not a kid no more.
No, it's not. It's no longer an excuse. You can't keep using it as an excuse. You gotta get right. You gotta shake back. Like.
So.
Nah, yeah. Wow. It crippled a lot of it. Definitely crippled these kids. It crippled adults.
Yeah, because you figured that the way like people were doing the at home learning and.
Kindergartners going to school for the first time.
On laptop.
On a laptop. Oh my!
You trying to keep this baby all day on a laptop?
I feel so sorry for those kids.
But I also feel like that kind of showed like things that were missing in America. That it's like, damn, okay. For one, parents should have the option of homeschooling their kids, and it should be where like
it should be more accessible.
Yeah, it should be more accessible. Like it shouldn't be something that damn, okay, they'll fuck around and lose their income for not being able to like. You have to pick one. Do you want to be here with your kid, or do you want to have a place to stay?
Put a roof over their head.
Yeah, like it's crazy that should even have to be a thing. And I don't know. I feel like we need more just resources on that end.
Yeah, but this is the same country who's trying to take, change the whole education system. So it's like, again, they don't care about these kids. They don't care about these kids.
Y'all forcing people to have these kids.
But y'all know y'all don't care. Y'all want these kids in this world so bad, but y'all don't care about these kids.
I'm like,
what is happening? Y'all don't even have y'all are okay with people just going into schools. Y'all rather put metal detectors in the schools than actually do something to, provide more safety for these children. More of a future for these children. Teaching them something that is actually going to be beneficial.
Man, the little police officers that be walking around the school sitting here putting their hands on the kids, but when it's time to goddamn shoot motherfuckers, y'all damn hiding this shit.
Where are y'all?
I'm confused.
Where are y'all? Where are y'all when these little kids are in there shooting stuff up? Did they get to you first or something? Where are y'all? I see you every other... where are y'all?
Girl, I don't know. It's just a lot. That's why I'm really scared. I want to have kids at some point, or at least I thought. But now,
right?
It went from me saying, "Oh, I'm gonna have 7
Girl,
to
5 was my
you'll
number.
You'll be lucky if you get a kid."
Okay, I'm 5 was my number. I wanted 5 kids. As the years go by, as I see how the world is moving, how the United States is shifting, I'm having kids is just not seeming realistic right now.
I'd rather do double it and give it to the next person.
I could take that stress and worry about so much other stuff other than a whole nother human being, because it's already enough for me. But to have the stress of being a parent in this world, I can't. They don't care about these kids. They telling us that every single day. They care more about TikTok than these kids.
Okay.
We'll talk about that another day.
Girl. So what the fuck TikTok ever do to y'all?
Nothing. What? It's crazy. Let's protect our future, our children, y'all. Let's protect the youth. Let's try to be, more of the role model adults that some of us had when we were kids, that made us, walk a certain way and make sure we did certain things so certain things wouldn't be let's just
we need to get them kids out of certain conversations.
Yes.
Take your ass upstairs.
Please.
I remember not being able to come down the steps when a whole bunch of grown folks was downstairs.
Yeah. Why are you sitting in a living room full of adults? Why are you in my face? My mom, why are you in my face?
Go upstairs.
Hello? Let's do that. And while they up there, let's take that tablet.
Okay.
Or just have some more parental control on that tablet. They can play their little games or whatever. You can have the little kids YouTube, But why they shouldn't have no social sites on their phone. Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Dude, it needs to do some educational stuff on that tablet.
Even running pages for kids, I'm real weird just on that in general.
People whose target audience is children.
Yeah, no, I'm saying more so people who might do mommy pages for their kids or I'm not mad
From
that
birth, it's weird too.
You're posting her oh she's cute okay whatever, but
page.
It's also we're
2-year-old,
exactly. Do y'all not know what y'all are exposing y'all? There's just so many people keep the kids just off of social media. Because I even feel when it comes to all the stuff that happened with the Nickelodeon and Disney stars that were coming out and saying talking about their experiences, and I just think about it damn, we really have kids out here working 12-hour shifts for a fucking movie. Why? I'm sorry. Take the kids out of there and throw fucking cartoons on.
Yeah.
Y'all grown ass people need to draw some cartoons.
Yeah.
And when you're old enough to actually work, I don't know,
I understand. We need, in a way.
If I can't trust y'all to protect the kids, get the kids up out of them spaces.
More parents need to be more like Beyonce and be oh, my child can't do this unless I'm there.
Yeah.
The entire time.
That's what I'm saying, because in that situation there was so much stuff that was going on.
Yeah, and the parents
were just blindly
yeah.
trusting, and it's you can't blindly trust somebody else with your kid. You need to be the advocate for your child. You can't trust somebody else to do that. So no, if I can't trust you to do it, fuck it. Take all the kids out of it. Yeah. They shouldn't have they shouldn't be in that environment if I can't trust you to take care of them.
Make sure they're safe. Absolutely. I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. That industry for kids
Hollywood.
That's girl, that's a whole episode in itself. Because it just adds more on the people not like protecting these children. People just sweeping stuff under the rug, you know, keeping stuff hush hush, sexualizing children. Like it all goes back to that. Hollywood is horrible for these. I hate it for them.
Okay.
Like,
and that's the other thing. You figure like even on Hollywood, they got like say the person's actually like 21 or something, playing as a 12, 13-year-old in college. I mean, in high school. Why are we pretending to be in high school? Can we, like, if y'all gonna do all this grown ass shit,
21,
pretending to be kids, why can't we just set it for? We could set it for a different area.
In situations like that, I do understand. You know, I like it more when it's maybe a 21-year-old playing a 15-year-old instead of it being.
No, I don't want it to be an actual 15-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying, as far as the writers, would it have killed you to make everybody of legal age?
Oh, absolutely. Right, yeah.
Because the subjects that y'all have going on, like, even something as simple as fucking Vampire Diaries, like, it's not as, like, every scene ain't crazy, but, like, I don't know. What's Euphoria? Isn't that taking place in high school?
Yeah, I didn't really watch Euphoria.
I didn't watch it too much.
I've seen enough to know it is based in high school, and I know enough to know, wow. But you know what's crazy? From what I've heard about Euphoria, it is an exact depiction of my high school. Like anyone who is from Asheville, North Carolina, anyone who went to like Asheville High or even in the surrounding areas, some of the episodes that I've seen from Euphoria and just some of the things I've heard about Euphoria, it's like how it was in high school. I know a lot of kids. Now I'm not saying us, but some of them was us, right? But
you funny.
A lot of them, you know, and they were in all those drugs, all that. And I mean, because it was a majority town high school, you know, I had friends and I was exposed to things in high school. I got to be around certain things. Like I said, won't me doing it.
Cause I'm gonna say I don't know nothing about that. Like that's a little extreme.
I've seen it, girl. I've seen it. So it's like, yeah, the things I've heard about.
Now, do you feel like certain like behaviors that kids mock are because they are expected to be this certain way already? Like, kids can't stay in a kid's damn place for too long.
Forever.
Yeah, because if you're looking at shit like Euphoria, that's supposedly taking place in a high school setting, but y'all all are taking part of grown folk activities. You're expected to do that then.
Yeah.
Or like,
I think it all depends on the crowd you put yourself around when you're in that age. Because I put myself around. I was pretty much of a social butterfly, so I seen both aspects. Like I seen the clean cut side, but I also seen the really, you know, wild side of how things can go in high school as well. So it's like it really just depends on the company you keep, the crowds you put yourself around. The expectations that you feel like is being placed on you, especially in high school, is more so in your head because it's really on who you're trying to be.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you want to look? And that's going to determine what type of crowd you put yourself around, which is going to determine, you know, the things you're exposed to. And then the way you feel like, you know, what people expect of you. I think that all matters. It's really who you trying to be. And you know, in high school, we all went through them little identity crises in high school and up and down trying to figure out who we were, honey. But yeah, I think it really just depends on the crowd you put yourself around. Because, like you said, you wasn't exposed to that in high school. I was. So it's like, it's because I was putting myself around certain crowds and I absolutely seen the effects of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes I'm like, wow, it's a good thing that I'm still alive because it's things, you know, that I was associated with in high school where I literally could not have made it out alive that night. But I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm saying, like, gotta protect our children.
I can't.
We gotta protect our children.
In short.
In short.
You're funny for that.
Let's protect our Can't say it enough.
Can't say.
Okay.
Right. Nah, that's fair. That's fair. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What are some ways that we can go about keeping kids in kids' spaces, protecting them? I don't know, even supporting them.
Yeah, being more community.
Yeah, exactly.
Being that village for these children. Positive village. Yeah, positive, role models.
Yeah, let us know what y'all thinking in the comment below. Yes, let us know. Yes, I think that is a good way to wrap up this episode. Absolutely. I'm excited for the next one.
Me too.
And as always,
thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all.
Make sure y'all are liking, sharing, commenting,
all of that. Follow the Instagram if you're not on the Instagram.
Yeah, but when we hit 50 subscribers over here, we're gonna start going live. So stay tuned for that, y'all.
Yes.
But yes,
got plans for y'all. But as always, see y'all next time.
Yes.
Bye.